Nothing is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. Let the weekend begin!
Great to see you again. Welcome to your first race weekend with the team. It's Friday, so we're kicking off with free practice one as usual. Over here is our race preparation area. This is where you can make any changes you need ahead of the upcoming practice session. Rest assured the team have already prepared the cars for practice. When you're ready, we can continue to the practice session. During race weekends, you can decide whether you want to manage the practice sessions yourself or whether to hand over control to your team. As it's your first race weekend, you should let the team handle the practice sessions.
Today has already seen the culmination of practice, so we move on now to the all-important qualifying session. Excitement is really picking up here today, the anticipation continuing to grow within the paddock. With free practice now over, drivers will have to know this circuit inside and out if they're to gain a strong position on the grid. 20 cars take to the track, all with aspirations of taking pole. So get yourselves comfortable, it's going to be quite the ride.
To help maximise our drivers' performance, the team have them work on 3 goals during practice: track acclimatisation, car parts knowledge, and setup confidence. If you manage the session yourself, you might get an even better performance from the drivers for the rest of the weekend. Right, time for qualifying. Our results here will determine where we start on the grid for Sunday's race. Qualifying takes place over 3 knockout rounds, and only the fastest drivers will advance each time. Same as practice, the team can handle qualifying for you if you like. Let's get you hands-on for this round though, just to make sure you're feeling confident before race day kicks off. Our drivers need to be setting their fastest possible lap times, so we can advance to the next round of qualifying. The slowest 5 cars will be knocked out. Keep a careful eye on time remaining. The time limit on qualifying rounds really ramps up the pressure. Right then, let's get a car out on the track for its first run and see how it goes. Each car is fitted with a number of onboard cameras, so you can see the action as it happens. You can also use the map view if you like. It gives you a good overview of the whole track and all the cars. Remember, you're managing 2 drivers throughout the session, so make sure to keep an eye on both of them. That's a decent time for a flying lap. Keep an eye on the stand-ins throughout the session, and try and keep the drivers out of the knockout zone. Right then, that qualifying run is done, so the driver will return to the pits now. I know everything happens so fast over a race weekend, but if you need to catch your breath, you can pause for as long as you like. Or, if things aren't moving fast enough for you, you can speed up a little.
Charles, pit lane. Copy. And speed limiter on. Yeah, in the pit lane. Copy.
Our driver is back in the pits. The team will make sure the run plan is updated to include refueling, so all you have to do is fit some fresh tyres. Here you can see all the tyre compounds available this weekend. When making any changes, just be sure you're considering both the condition and the compound of the selected tyre. We want maximum performance during qualifying, so let's use a fresh, soft compound tyre. Soft tyres are the fastest in dry conditions. Confirm the Brilliant. The car's ready to head back out at your say-so. It's probably best to do at least one more run before the end of the round. Unless the track will have more grip.
a car run wide. Let's take a closer look. Now watch this. Here's the moment involving Albon. Goodness me, they're completely off the racing line.
Box. Copy, loud and clear. Speed limiter on and speed limiter on. Delay. Understood.
Seems to have been a lockup. Here's the replay. Let's have another look. Sainz is the focus here. Well, they've lost it. They've locked up. And the team had such high hopes today. What a shame. Someone's run wide. Let's have a look. Taking a look again, it involves Sebastian Vettel. And they've gone wide, very wide. That's not ideal. Not ideal at all.
We're through to Q2. Great work. In Q2, the fastest 15 cars from Q1 battle it out for only 10 places in Q3. Now let's push even harder for a place in Q3. It's up to you whether you manage the rest of the qualifying rounds. If you want, you can let the team take control, so you can focus on the upcoming race.
It's race day, with the teams and drivers ready and raring to go.
Ferrari performed brilliantly during qualifying and will be very pleased with their grid positions. But the challenge for them will be to keep the momentum going during the race. This weekend, Red Bull displayed promise during qualifying. Now they need to capitalize on their grid position and get a good race under their belts. We've been having sunny weather here today, but there are some clouds looming that might complicate things for teams further down the line.
And there's going to be a lot for the teams to handle. So will the drivers and their cars be able to cope with the pressure? Let's find out right here at the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Right then, time for the main event, the Bahrain Grand Prix. This is a great time for us to get some early points under our belt. So let's stay focused and push hard. Each driver will need to make at least one pit stop to fit new tyres. On average, a pit stop will cost a driver about 25 seconds. So we need to think carefully about when to pit and why. Let's set a tyre strategy for our drivers now. We need to make sure we have a good plan for when we want the cars to pit. Every race weekend, the team will prepare some recommended strategies to choose from. Let's see what they suggest for this race. Okay, strategy A is a fast but risky option, relying on 2 soft stints and no hard compound at all. Strategy B is a well-balanced option, 2 soft stints and a nice long middle stint on a hard compound. Right, strategy C is a slower but safe option for this track. We'll tackle the final stint on a medium compound instead of a soft tyre. If you think a different approach could work, you can make changes to any of the team strategies or even create one from scratch. We can always adapt our strategy during the race, so we can respond quickly to changing conditions and stay ahead of the pack. Going with strategy B? Just remember this has a very conservative first stint on those soft tyres. Okay, now to select a strategy for our other driver. It doesn't have to be the same for both. You should consider picking a different strategy for each driver. This gives us a chance to take advantage of in-race events and means we won't have both cars pitted on the same lap. That's both drivers with a set strategy in place. Right, let's head back to the preparation area and get this race started.
A partly clear night here. The drivers now lined up on the grid. Here we go with the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
Fuel commands allow drivers to manage their car's fuel consumption. Just keep an eye on your remaining fuel. If we run out, the car will be forced to retire. Managing pace will help you manage a car's tyre temperature and wear. Keep an eye on the tyre condition of both cars. Over time, tyre condition will fall, reducing their grip and performance, eventually leading to tyre failures and car retirement.
Mercedes moved up a place.
If a driver needs an additional performance push for a short time, they can adjust their ERS strategies and use any battery charge they have. There are 3 ERS strategies that deploy more energy than they harvest, but each use that energy for a different purpose. Overtake and defend are best for getting ahead of cars or for keeping them behind you. Deploy is the fastest strategy available. Harvest will prioritise charging up the battery instead of using energy for performance. Neutral will maintain the current battery charge over a lap, which...
Continue, keep going.
Red Bull moved up. We can take a look now. Now here we see Max Verstappen. And there they go, moving up a position in the pack. Oh! The team are...
Charge button on. Copy.
And Ferrari just gained a place. Let's take a look at the replay. Watch this. There's Leclerc. And there they go, moving up a position. Just incredible.
DRS enable. And just
let's take a closer look. Okay, here's the Ferrari.
As the race progresses, remember to keep an eye on the planned strategy you put in place. The data view is...
No DRS, sorry.
During the race, you can use the... You can also...
Very good lap.
Yeah.
Here's the replay. Let's have another look. Science is the focus here. And they get past, which moves them up a position. They've gone wide. Let's see what happened there. Watch this. There's Leclerc.
And charge button on, charge button on.
Copy.
Charge button on.
Yeah.
going?
Don't know what's happening.
gained a place.
So at the moment you have P2, at the moment P2.
Red Bull moved up. Advance the race position.
And you've done a good job. Well done.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Currently P1.
And Ferrari have just gained places.
and DRS is disabled. DRS disabled.
Yeah.
Okay, our driver has just entered the pit window. The pit window encompasses the laps that cover the planned pit stops in your strategy. This means it's nearly time to call the planned pit stop. Right, let's talk tyres. Ultimately, it's your decision. Once you've decided...
And box now, box. Box now, box.
Copy box. Charles, pit lane.
Copy. And speed limiter on.
There's been a lockup. We can take a look now. Now look at this. It's Pierre Gasly. And yes, that's the lockup. Advance the race position. Let's have a look. Watch this. There's Leclerc. Moving up a place there. Excellent work from...
grip, I don't know why.
Okay.
Lower temperatures.
Red Bull gained a place. Let's take a look at the replay. We're just watching the Red Bull. Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place. Let's see what happened there. Okay, here's the Ferrari. Goodness me, there they go, moving ahead of the other driver. Back in the garage, the team absolutely loved it.
Yes, you are doing a good job. Keep doing the same procedure. And charge button on.
Copy.
And you are doing a good job. Working like this.
Let's take a closer look. Okay, here's the Ferrari.
Start button on.
Okay.
Red Bull moved up.
And just a reminder on DRS.
Okay.
Ferrari, advance the race position.
And we'll need lift off.
Yeah.
So at the moment you have P2. At the moment P2.
Red Bull gained a place. Sounds like there's been contact. We can take a look now. Daniel Ricciardo involved here. And there's the collision. It's caused absolute carnage.
Virtual safety car ending. Virtual safety car ending. And DRS enable. DRS enable. And it will be DRS off.
Let's have a look. Let's have another look. Science is the focus here.
No DRS. No DRS for him.
Okay.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place. Here's the replay. We're just watching the Red Bull. Who's running wide there? Let's see what happened there. Now we see the Williams here. Oh dear, dear, dear. That's far wider than they would have wanted. Look at that! They've run wide! Let's take a look at the replay. Watch this. There's Leclerc. They're way off the racing line there. That sounds like someone's gone wide there. all moved up. Let's take a closer look. Now here we see Max Verstappen.
And Charles, no lift off needed. You are doing a good job.
Copy.
And you've done a good job. Well done. And we need some lift and code for tire temps.
Copy.
Ferrari, advance the race position.
Good job. And Perez just pitted now. And box now, box.
Copy, box. Charles pit lane.
Copy. Speed limiter on and speed limiter on.
Charles button on. Copy.
From the data view here, you can also... There's plenty...
And big lift off.
Copy that.
And DNS is disabled. DNS disabled.
Yeah, all good.
And we need to push for these laps. You're doing a good job.
Copy.
At the moment, we are the fastest car on track.
Is that a lockup? We can take a look now. Now watch this. Here's Alonso's car. They've locked up, but that could have been much... Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Yeah, I lost a massive amount of grip.
Copy.
We can change tires, right?
And we need some lift and code.
Copy.
Was that a lockup on the track?
And last lap.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner. Carlos Sainz showed us some solid racing here today. What a beautiful sight that is on the podium, and a true crowning achievement for everyone involved. And with that, the Sainz name remains engraved in F1 history. It was a hard-fought contest for all three drivers, each one securing precious points for their team. Ferrari must have some mixed feelings after this. They didn't do too badly, but they can definitely do better.
There will definitely be some lessons to learn for them, but this was solid work.
That's right, and they finished the race weekend in third place in the constructor standings.
The teams now look ahead to the next round, where they'll duel it out in the sand dunes of Saudi Arabia.
The team's drivers gain experience over each race weekend, depending on their performance. With enough experience, your drivers will be able to improve their skills. That could have gone better. The board's confidence probably took a dip. You may want to check the board menu for more information. Still, that's the first race weekend done, and there will be plenty of time to improve. Take a look at what you can be doing before the next race weekend gets here. Our time is precious, and these moments between races are a good point to develop our team further. You should have an email from the engineering team over in the warehouse. Check it out. It might be something interesting. Ah, it looks like the engineering team have just finished manufacturing a car part. It's a suspension system, one the team designed earlier. Improving our cars is a constant process. The other teams won't be taking it easy, and having a cutting-edge car is vital if we want to stay competitive against our rivals.